I said, don't blame me, it's my neck.
All right, we got Mr. GaugeMan here, Gonzo. Mr. GaugeMan, you don't mind if we make a little video of your elbow, do you?
As long as you don't put GaugeMan in there.
Oh,
it's too late.
Too late for that.
He got you there.
Now, did you have
I'm known across Houston.
Oh, are you? As GaugeMan?
Several people would still remember me, but that was more like 15 years ago, so I don't know.
I think we're okay.
You think so?
Okay.
As long as we don't use your real name. Let's call him something else. Let's call him...
I'm okay with it, really. I don't care.
You okay with GaugeMan?
Sure.
I mean, we can back out of this whole thing and call you something like, Thomas the Train or...
GaugeMan.
He likes better GaugeMan.
What happened to your elbow? Did you hurt it?
No. I don't remember hurting it.
Yeah.
But then I had a splinter in there that was almost 3/16 long. I didn't know it until it started raising and like that, and it came out.
Oh man! Next time you get one of those, you come in. We'll try to take those out for you. All right. So you're okay if we make a little video here. And what we've diagnosed you with is a condition called tennis elbow. Now, are you a big tennis player?
Not in 50 years.
Not 50 years. Well, it took a long time for this to come on. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to be playing tennis to get it, but that's what it's called. This is actually also known as Latera Epicondylitis, which just means you have some inflammation here where the radial and the humeral bones kind of come together, where you have an articulation to move your hand. So what we're going to do for you is put a little cortisone in there.
Please.
Are you staying real still?
Yes.
All right. You were telling me an interesting story earlier about how you injured your neck. You want to tell us that story?
It's awkward to tell the story without using the arms and such, but I had been trying to use some what I call whoppers and cut a big root. And
Is it the hamburger whoppers?
Yeah. and
root beer?
they released and threw my whole body forward, and my head hit a corner of a flower border, and put several stitches there, and hit so hard that it busted the vertebrae and between the around the 5 vertebrae in my neck. And it was quite painful, blood running all down my arm, etc., etc. But I'm by myself, so what do?
You drove yourself to the emergency room, didn't you?
Yeah, I called some people, and nobody was around, and so I managed myself. I had a friend that did come by and load some stuff on me, follow me halfway over there, and I was managing it, but across Eldridge Parkway from Bel Air.
Yeah.
It's quite a distance to 1960.
Little stick. We're going to go ahead and do this. Ready?
Yeah,
Keep talking.
Yeah. Anyway, it was like 20
Just breathe.
20 miles
Little stick.
an hour, 25 miles an hour to make it, and feeling every bump along the way. So
I imagine you did.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like the 3 weeks when they thought I had a sprain, and I'm sitting at home putting ice pack after ice pack till I think I'm just going to die.
So you took them 3 more weeks to figure out that you really did break something.
Well, I had them keep telling them it hurt like the dickens. They upped the pain medicine and all of
I
that.
haven't heard that word in forever.
The Dickens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think I've only heard it in the movies.
Have you ever heard Shinola?
Well,
No,
I know the difference between Shinola and something else, but that's a different story.
Yeah, that was one of my mom's sayings way back when.
So they finally did figure out you had cracked some bones in your neck, and they made you wear a hard collar, and you had to go every few weeks to get x-rays and all that kind of stuff. Huh?
Yeah, as soon as they x-rayed me, they took me by ambulance to get that repaired after 3 weeks ignoring it.
Right.
I really thought about suing the turkeys. I looked into it, and they said there's too many...
turkeys to go see you? Really? That was your first mistake.
Next time, go to a human doctor. Don't go to a turkey doctor.
Now, that would help, yeah.
That's the kind of doctor Gonzo wants to be when she goes to med school, is a turkey doctor.
I do. No, I want to be a unicorn doctor.
Unicorn doctor?
Yeah.
You know what? You seem like a nice guy. I'm glad you got through it, though. How did that feel? That hurt a whole lot or just a little bit?
Yeah, I can understand there's going to be pain with something being there. I was concerned as far as having that bone. There's not a lot of meat around that bone there.
You're my first procedure I've done since I had my neck worked on the other day. I had a couple of bad discs removed from my neck by an awesome doctor here not too long ago, and And I'm just back at work for a few days and feeling pretty good, actually. I have a little Band-Aid on right there, little Gonzo. You see my Band-Aid?
I can't wait to take the stitch out.
Yeah, I'd love to know if that was a possibility for doing something to mine so I can lift my head back up. I used to go play blackjack and enjoy going to Vegas, and now my head's down walking through crowds just takes all the fun out of
Bring
it.
me no money.
Well, we can get you some blackjack games going now. We just roll over to Lake Charles and play a little blackjack.
I used to do that.
Let's try this with your hand real quick. I want to make sure that this is going to feel better. Why don't you give me a good squeeze with your hand? How's that feel down here? You feel a little different?
I don't know.
You can't tell?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Now, before when I pushed on this, it hurt. Does that hurt?
Well, unless you're pushing a different spot, I'm not feeling it.
Not feeling it. Good.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is we got some cortisone right in there where you needed to have it. We're going to put a bandage on this for you and just ask you to take it easy for a couple of days. Now, tonight, about an hour before you go to bed, would you put a little ice pack on that for 20 minutes for us?
I can do that.
Mr. GaugeMan, you're a great fella. I'm sure glad we got to meet you today.
Well, appreciate your thing, so. You see, I could see.
Thanks, Gonzo. You're live, no rehearsal. You've been taking Meta 7 for how long?
Since last October.
Great, and this is April. I think I know my month, right?
And I ran out, and I could tell the difference when I
Right.
wasn't taking it. My husband was taking them,
Mm-hmm.
and so they were being used up faster, and he said he could actually feel the difference. But
Yeah.
the best thing was I could feel the energy, and I could feel perked up and a little peppy,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't run out of steam,
Mhm.
and I didn't have the green urine where all the B complex was being
Sometimes when you take those B things,
excreted,
right?
yeah,
So you didn't have any of that.
No.
You know what? I don't get that either. And most of the people that are taking our Meta 7 don't. And the reason is our ingredients are superior, and as a result, they're actually absorbed and utilized by the body.
right. That's
So,
I felt a difference.
Great.
But
Did you-
we're out, and
We're gonna
I
we're-
really need some for. I'm going to give him his bottle. And
2
My
bottles
bottle.
today. So we're going to rectify that situation. Now, did you feel jittery and shaky or nervous
Never.
on it? No, you felt good on it.
No, it made things feel real. In fact, it almost felt like maybe it helped my blood sugar because of
It does.
the chromium picolinate. I
Chromium,
felt that
the magnesium, the alpha lipoic
I felt
acid.
that I could feel in the morning after
Yep.
when you ate, and
Let me tell you a little secret, and this isn't on a lot of our videos, but since we're talking about it, every ingredient in the Meta 7, everything that I put in there actually beneficially affects how the body deals with glucose and energy. Every single one.
right.
So yes, you will notice an improvement in, well, don't worry. And you don't have to get it just in the clinic. We have a way now you can order it online too. So
Oh,
you'll
that's
be,
awesome.
You'll be
That's
able to
awesome.
do that too. Okay, well thanks for sharing with us.
Yes,
Okay.
happy to.
You're right, they sure do love that watermelon.
Yeah, my babies love it. You got your foot in there.
A few minutes ago I carried a piece into the barn for the koi, and a couple of these chickens tried to corral me up against the wall to get it from me.
Hey, Lacey, come on. Get some watermelon. Get some watermelon.